You think you know what a brain looks like. One organ, one control center, sitting safely behind bone, sending out orders, running the show. Now look at an octopus. It has 9 of them. One central brain and 8 more, one stuffed into each arm, each one capable of thinking and acting almost completely on its own. Cut an octopus arm off and it will still reach for food. It will still recoil from a threat, even disconnected from the body that is supposedly in charge. So who is actually running things in there? That question is just the start. The more scientists study octopuses, the stranger they get. 3 hearts, blue blood, skin that senses light. A genome so different from every other animal that some researchers have floated an idea that sounds like science fiction. What if octopuses did not entirely evolve here? Start with the blood. Most animals run on hemoglobin, an iron-based molecule that turns blood red. Octopuses use hemocyanin instead, copper-based, turning their blood pale blue. That copper carries oxygen more efficiently in cold, low-oxygen water, exactly where many octopus species live. Then there are the 3 hearts. 2 pump blood to the gills, the 3rd pumps to the rest of the body, and it actually stops beating when the octopus swims. Every time it jets away from danger, it is shutting off part of its own circulation. It is part of why octopuses prefer crawling. Swimming is hard on the heart, literally. Now the skin. Octopus skin contains light-sensitive proteins called opsins, the same molecules used inside your own eyes, which means an octopus may sense light, and possibly color, through its skin without ever using its eyes. Imagine seeing with your entire body. That same skin holds thousands of tiny pigment sacs called chromatophores, wired directly to the nervous system. An octopus can shift its entire skin pattern in under a second, not just color but texture, going from smooth to spiky to match coral instantly. No paint, no gear, just a body that rewrites its own appearance on command. That is not even the strangest part. In 2015, biologist Caroline Albertine, working in Clifton Ragsdale's lab at the University of Chicago, sequenced the full octopus genome for the first time. Published in Nature, the results stunned scientists. The genome contains a huge expansion of genes called protocadherins, genes that build complex nervous systems in vertebrates, including humans. An invertebrate with no backbone ended up with roughly the same massive set of brain-building genes as you. It gets stranger. In 2017, researcher Joshua Rosenthal at the Marine Biological Laboratory in Woods Hole found that octopuses edit their own RNA constantly, rewriting genetic messages after they have already been sent, adjusting their own proteins in real time inside their nervous system. Almost nothing else on the planet does this at this scale. 9 brains, blue blood, light-sensing skin, a genome borrowed from a different playbook, a body that edits its own biology while it is alive. It is no wonder some scientists asked an uncomfortable question. In 2018, astrobiologist Chandra Wickramasinghe and biologist Edward Steele published a controversial paper proposing that octopus genetic material may not have originated on Earth, suggesting cryopreserved genetic material could have arrived through comet impacts, possibly contributing to the sudden explosion of complex life known as the Cambrian explosion. Most scientists push back hard on this. They argue ordinary evolution, intense selective pressure, and millions of years in deep isolation are enough to build something this alien-looking, no comet required. Either way, nature accidentally built something that looks like first contact. A creature that thinks with its arms, tastes light with its skin, edits its own genetic instructions while alive, and can squeeze its boneless body through a hole the size of a coin. Octopuses diverged from the line that led to humans hundreds of millions of years ago, long before complex brains existed in either branch. Yet separately, both lines arrived at intelligence. If that can happen twice on one planet, using completely different blueprints, it says something enormous about how common it might be elsewhere. So next time you see an octopus shifting color in real time, remember what you are looking at, not just an animal, a different answer to the same question every form of life is quietly trying to solve. What does it take to think? You assumed intelligence only looks one way. The octopus just proved you wrong. and now you will never look at one the same way again.